This is what we want from him. So pay attention one more time, because this is when you see something different from this, then you know what he's doing wrong.
I'm really the only guy that has just beat the left on issue after issue. I mean, we've beat them across the board. We've thoroughly pushed them out of taking over institutions. I mean, for example, higher education. I now have tenured professors in Florida every 5 years. They have to go undergo review. They can be let go. I put 7 conservatives on the trustee board at New College. They fired the president. They got rid of DEI. And now they have a classical liberal arts college like Hillsdale College. And
there you go. This is what he needs. He needs to be hitting hard, making the points, using buzzwords. We hate buzzwords because they are a crutch for politicians. But this guy needs every crutch he can get. He needs it. He needs it. Oh no, Von Sig said he got that jank feeling almost. Oh, savage. It is pretty sad. It is pretty sad. But again, I mean, maybe it's just working out the way things are supposed to be. We need a strong Florida. So maybe, just maybe, he goes back to Florida. In 28, we're ready to go. So the Soul said, I grew up in Florida. My mom is still there. Straight boomer, hard R. And she's getting fed up with this this. Oh man. Nobody's. He really stepped in it. He really stepped in it because he was so loved. He was so loved as a governor. And I mean, I guess like nobody was really anticipating that he would get so much hate. So, I mean, it must just be a cautionary tale to really always remember that there's a big difference between being a big fish in a small pond and going to the ocean, so to speak. Unwanted Foe said he'll probably ramble and miss the impact he needs. Yep, I stopped him in the middle where he's like, okay, good. Now you shut up. We got what you need. Now you shut up. Oh no, shout out to Insight of the Ages. Said the shoes got him. The shoes got him. Put a 1 in the chat if you know what this means. It is going to come up in the episode. So if you don't know, don't worry. But put a 1 in the chat if you know what Insight of the Ages is referring to. Welcome to the party.
They're bringing in new professors. They're cycling out some of the old professors. The media will say, oh, there's a brain drain leaving New College and this stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, well, wait a minute. If a professor of intersectional Marxism is leaving Florida, that is not a negative for Florida. That's a good thing. What we've done in K-12 schools to protect parents' rights. And I think if you look at the larger reason why the country's in decline, I think a big part of it is the left. Anytime there's any vacuum, they get in. So they're in education, bureaucracy, now corporate America with things like ESG and the whole DI agenda. So they corrupt these institutions. And then that ends up being weaponized against regular Americans. And so in Florida, we beat them on the institutional level. And no other Republican can say that they've done that, because I understand that you can win a superficial policy fight, and you need to win those in the legislature, whatnot. But if the left controls every institution in our society, then ultimately it's a losing proposition. So Florida.
Oh, I thought he was going to stop there. I thought he was going to stop. Ronnie, no. That was perfect. That was so good. He was hitting hard, and exactly what Guamsek is saying, that he needs to keep boasting about the wins he's had in Florida against the left, and then talk about how he can do that on a national level. Absolutely. Ramblin' run. And it's just so disappointing. It's so disappointing because I hate when people get TDS, and we have 2 people on the stage with DeSantis and Vivek, who I do think would make good presidents. But when you got a Trump, you know what I mean? Yeah, it looks like you guys figured it out a little bit. Short man syndrome is a thing. If you are short, be a king. Shout out to all the other short kings out there. But, oh, man, like, imagine if you just stopped right here.
In our society, then ultimately it's a losing proposition.
And then it goes back to PBD. Like, wow, yeah, I like that. It is a losing proposition. Recency, what is it called? The there's the recency bias, but primary recency bias. So the first thing you say, especially when you're listing things, again, why you don't want to have a super long list, the people you're talking to are much more likely to remember the first thing you said and the last thing you said. So you want to start strong. If you got details, you got to ramble, and then boom, start strong and strong. This is like high school level public speaking shit.
So Florida, I think the reason we're the free state of Florida, yes, no income tax, yes, COVID freedom, all that important, but we have beat the left on the institutional level.
Listen, the one of the things that was the most impressive with you is your dogfight. You fought. It wasn't like you backed down. You're not afraid. You got brass. You're willing to get up there and throw, with anybody. And that's actually very attractive because we need that in America today, especially as a parent, people that want to create jobs, I want low regulation. You want that. But I want to go back to the question about unifying and revolutionary. So are you...
Which he, again, he answered by saying both, but he really didn't answer the question.
Is the goal more for the party to win, policies to win, or for your personal ambitions of you being a president? Which...
Ooh, okay. Well, obviously you have to, regardless of what the reality is, you have to say the policies in the party and all that. It's not about your own personal. You can't say that, even if it is. Right? I mean, come on. Yeah, some people just, I get how in a presidential election it matters a little bit more, and you don't ever have to take off your boots in front of the camera. But I'm with you. And I mean, you got 3 inches on me. So
which one's more important?
The results, 100%.
Okay. All right. Okay. So he gave the right answer. Now let's see how he rambles and screws it up.
For those results, you're judged by the results you do. It's not about holding the position. It's about what you do to make the country better and to make the people freer.
Fair enough. I want to play this clip for you.
Okay. Hey, there we go. That was well done. I mean, I wish he would have just originally done that, but let's listen to that again real quick, though. Zibby, you're right. When he says, if he talks about Vivek, he legitimizes Vivek. But in reality, Trump is a much bigger threat. And he's brought up Trump, I think 2 or 3 times already. So you're right. But I think that because of the fact that, it started as Trump, DeSantis, it started as Trump, DeSantis, and Vivek. And now it's Trump, Vivek, and DeSantis. So I think it would behoove him more to, if he's speaking about other candidates in the field, it would behoove him more to speak about how he can be better than Vivek rather than how he's kind of like Trump. You know what I mean? Insight said he looks kind of like Fred Flintstone. Oh no. Oh, we're going after him. He's like the short Ed and Eddie. Oh my goodness. Savage, guys. Savage. Let's not forget that I'm a short king as well. All right, please.
I got a question for you. This is a campaign.
Actually, no. I want to run that back. And this is the kind of
uniform people that want to.
This is what we want from him. So pay attention one more time, because this is when you see something different from this, then you know what he's doing wrong.
Create jobs. I want low regulation. You want that. But I want to go back to the question about unifying and revolutionary. So is the goal more for the party to win, policies to win, or for your personal ambitions of you being a president?
Okay, again, so this is the kind of answer that we want.
Which one's more important?
The results, 100%.
Okay.
I'm a vessel for those results. You're judged by the results you do. It's not about holding the position. It's about what you do to make the country better and to make the people freer.
Fair enough. I want
that is how you deliver a presidential answer. It only took us 7 different podcasts and 20 minutes into this one to get a single presidential answer. And again, the frustration comes from the understanding that it's just the optics. It's just the optics. We can get into, where DeSantis would, get down with the military-industrial complex and, this, that, whatever. We can get into that. But we're not even, it's not even relevant unless he is presenting himself in a way that it's going to matter. Dietrich said, Kenneth Allen is known as the worst MMA fighter with a record of 1 win and 42 losses. You can always claim to be a fighter, but if you can't prove you're a winner, no one's going to fill your stands. I 1000% get your point. I'm just saying, I totally want to be a huge Kenneth Allen fan now. Just to see, he's got to win eventually, right? Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed that clip, check out the full live stream link in the bio and catch me live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. See you there.